All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's get this thing started. I see a couple of y'all trickling in. So, you know, hey, if you're trickling in, you want to leave a comment, we do get your comments up here. I can read it. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Uh, if we take questions, if we said something, y'all got a question, feel free to hit us up. We respond. Just leave a comment. Talk back. It's me. It's G. This is what it is right now. I really feel like we're the Breakfast Club now. I hate this shit. You know that, right? I hate this shit, right? You know how much we fought against that comparison, and now it's like,
yeah,
whatever. Let's get this thing started. I, of course, am your host. If you don't know, my name's at the bottom of the screen. It's your boy, Wade Blogs, aka Mr. Quid Pro Quo, aka Ike's son, first and foremost. Worldbreaker Wade, Worldwide Wade. Just for the next few episodes, I think I'm gonna go with Wade Blogs Esquire. This is where my 1 year law school come in handy. This is where it comes in handy.
Oh man.
Smiley Johnson, and of course the
wait for it.
Wade Blogs. Thank you. Y'all are far too kind. I hear the applause. And of course, joining me, Shroud the Dungeons a Rap. Well, fake niggas don't make it back.
Never.
G Lies here, y'all.
Shit.
So listen, a lot has happened since our last show. And I apologize to y'all for leaving y'all without a show, without an update. Things have been happening, but y'all don't really care. So let's get to the real shits. Let's get to what y'all came for, because I know I put this in a bunch of group chats that I'm in, and I know a lot of y'all tuning in for this part of the show. So let's get right to the shits. To what we call the rundown.
The rundown.
The rundown. So I know, right? It feels so crazy. So the day has finally come. I feel like we talked about it for the last 3 years. Tory and Meg's trial is happening as we speak. Well, not as we speak. It happened earlier today. It's going on now. We're going to get some kind of resolution to this case. Shout out to everybody on social media that's covering it. It's so many different sources, so many different places you can go to for updates on this case. We had Meg come on the stand and testify her side of the story, how she feel about everything that's going on. They haven't talked to Tory yet, but I'm sure that's coming up probably in the next week or so. But if we all remember the story, and for those who don't, I'm gonna briefly recap it. Allegedly, let's get that. Allegedly, Tory and Meg's friend Kelsey were at a party with what's her name? One of the Kardashian. What's the Kardashian girl name?
Is it Chloe? No, it wasn't Chloe.
It was one of the young ones. I don't remember the name.
Fuck, she's not important.
Yeah, she's a Kardashian. She's at a Kardashian girl party, and apparently
Kelsey.
Allegedly, Kelsey. Bam, thank you. It was one of them K's. Too many K's for that family. I don't like that. That's another story. And apparently Tory Apparently Tory began to hook up, as they said, quote unquote, with Kelsey in the pool, and Meg got upset, wanted to leave. Apparently, in the car ride home, Meg and Tory got into a argument, and what has been being alleged is that Tory kicked Meg out of the car, or Meg left the car. We don't really know what's going on, but from there, Megan is alleging that Tory shot her in her foot several times and said "dance bitch" on some old Wild West type shit.
Yep.
We've heard Megan's side of the story. We've heard Megan 1,000 times talk about this, but one person we haven't heard through this whole situation is the other party in the car, Megan's friend, Kelsey. Well, that was until today.
Yeah.
Kelsey took the stand, and rather for me to try to give y'all my 1 year law school breakdown, I'm leaving it to an actual lawyer. So let's see if I can get this queued up for everybody here. Can I get the... Here we go. Share screen here. Haven't done this in so long, right?
Yeah, hopefully it worked. Because
I
I know
know we
sometimes
didn't even think about that, right?
Yeah. If it don't, just play it through the mic.
Yeah. It's showing. It's showing. All right. Let's go.
Can't hear none.
You can't hear anything?
Mm-mm.
You can see it, but you can't hear it?
Yeah, I can see it, but I can't hear it.
All right, so let's do it this way. Let's unshare the share. In my screen share. Okay. So let's just play the audio through my phone. I hate doing it this way, but hey, here you go. Where's it at? Okay. All right.
Oh my God. When we walked out of that courtroom just now, every single person was shocked. Every single person was frozen. A lot of people were looking at me like, bro, tell me what is going on. Kelsey took the stand before she even started talking. There were fireworks. This started with Kelsey coming in and saying she is invoking her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not testify. When someone invokes the Fifth Amendment, they have to be invoking it because if they were to testify, they would be giving testimony that incriminates themselves. She said, I will not testify because I would be giving testimony that I'm incriminating myself. That's what it means when she invoked the Fifth Amendment. Now, the government offered her immunity. They said that we will not prosecute you and use this testimony against you, so please testify. Her lawyer came back and said, well, that's not good enough. I don't want you to just not use her testimony against her. I want you to confirm to me that you will not prosecute her for any crimes arising out of this instance, out of this situation. The prosecutors said, yes, on the record, we will not be charging Kelsey for anything that came out of this incident. And then she testified. I'm going to go over the whole testimony in the next video, but here's the piece that we just left off at lunch. The courtroom is just, I can't even explain the tension. They asked her, at one point, did Tory ever say that I'll shoot you? And she said, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right, which suggests, they asked her, what's the context? When did he say I'm going to shoot you? She said, I invoked the Fifth, which suggests that the context was Kelsey was doing something, perhaps Meg was also doing something that would incriminate her. That's the context. That's what I get from it. That's my opinion. That's my read of it. For those of you who have been telling me that I'm biased and that there's only one angle to this story and that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman and that the prosecutors haven't charged him with attempted murder, but I'm biased. If you believe the story that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman, he hasn't been charged with attempted murder, and now you have another woman in the car saying, I plead the Fifth.
Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Before we comment on that, let's go to part 2 of it.
We are done. Kelsey is not done. She will be back tomorrow for another day of testimony. In fact, the opening direct examination by the prosecution of Kelsey started in the morning. It's still not finished. It's going to continue to tomorrow, and then we'll get cross-examination. Let me catch you up on what happened. Kelsey testified that everything that she had told prosecutors and investigators before, suggesting that Tory had shot at Meg, was a lie. That she did it, why? To protect herself. Why was she protecting herself? She didn't want to incriminate herself. And then there was this back and forth exchange that just kept going on. They were saying the same thing to each other. I don't know why the judge allowed it. Prosecutor's like, why? She's like, to protect myself. Why? To protect yourself from what? And she just kept saying, to protect myself. Finally, they moved on. Prosecutor's story basically comes down to this. They're introducing evidence that Kelsey seems to deny, but then doesn't seem to deny as far as Tory making offers to say, hey, I'll give you this money when they're in the car and the police are coming up behind them and there's a helicopter overhead. Tory's like, yo, I'll give you $1 million. Don't say anything. And she's like, I didn't take that. I didn't know what he was talking about. And then there's another meeting that happens later on between Tory and her. And she says, I didn't take any money. But she, at the same time, doesn't deny that offers were made. The other part that prosecutors are using and hanging their hat on are messages after the shooting where Kelsey is communicating with other people, including a key text message where Kelsey says, Tory shot Meg. That was sent to Meg's security guard. For the cross-examination, what I'm looking and expecting for the defense to do is basically pin Kelsey as the shooter. They're going to start with the gunshot residue. They're going to say she's got gunshot residue on her. And then they're going to start pointing out to all, and there are so many, I don't even think you can cover them all, of the inconsistencies in the stories between Meg and Kelsey. One of the biggest inconsistencies that I can't make any sense of.
That's it. Okay. So, for those who just tuning in and didn't hear what's going on, apparently Kelsey, the third party in the car with Tory and Meg, when she took the stand today, she pled the fifth. You know, y'all, we all seen the old mobsters movies. If not, we all seen Dave Chappelle. When you plead the fifth, you don't have to testify on yourself. Now, I see somebody just commented, it makes no sense invoking the fifth when you have immunity.
She didn't have immunity at first.
She didn't have the immunity at first, but they gave her the immunity to get her to testify, but she still pled the fifth.
Yeah.
Here's my read on it. Now, of course, the Fifth Amendment is you don't want to testify to incriminate yourself. You can read it one of two ways. Either she's telling us she's the shooter, or they were doing something else. Like, you know, sometimes you ever watch old like SVU and stuff like that, when they were like, so we were selling drugs, we were using drugs or whatever. And I don't want to say that because it'll get me in trouble.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a possibility. It's unlikely, I think. You know, she could say, they could say, well, what happened? You won't get in any trouble. But we were in the car, we were all doing drugs, and I don't know what happened. I ain't want to say that because I ain't want nobody to look like I'm a drug addict. That's a possibility. Yeah. You know, but when you take the fifth, I don't think this will happen either. Personally, I'm just looking at it, you know, when you take the fifth, it sends a sign to the jury that you're saying, hey, I don't want to say what happened because if I do, it'll get me in trouble. And I think what this is doing, if anything, is not saying Tory did it or didn't, it's giving that reasonable doubt.
Exactly.
And we all know, we've seen TV long enough to know that reasonable doubt, you can get off on reasonable doubt. They don't have to prove you did it. They just have to prove it might be somebody else.
And sure enough, right now, it's looking like it might be somebody else.
Yeah, it's looking. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, yo. You know, this whole time we talked about this case, and I've said 1,000 times, hey, if Tory did it, throw him under the jail. But from what I can, just from her testimony, I want to see cross-examination tomorrow, of course. Yeah. But she made the case look real flaky. Now, someone said it might be witness tampering. Now, I can hear your point to that because, as we just said, she testified under oath that Tory did offer her $1 million. She didn't say she took it, but she did say Tory offered her $1 million.
Exactly.
So you look at it one of two ways: either she's lying to cover up herself, or she's lying to cover up Tory. But I think we all can accept that she's lying somehow,
some way. Either just flat out lying or omitting.
A live admission,
yeah.
But just from what we know about the case, and we've lived with this case for the last, like I said, 2-3 years, it seemed like it was a pretty open and shut case. But now we're getting things that make it seem like Kelsey it knows more than she wants to say.
Yeah.
But at this point, they've offered her immunity, right? And they even doubled it and said it again on the record, like, hey, whatever you testify with, we won't press charges on. What I don't understand is why she's still saying, hey, I'm pleading the fifth.
Exactly.
They've told you on the record, like, hey, Whatever happens, we won't press charges on you. And she's still saying, well, I don't want to plead. I don't want to talk. I don't get that. And that tells me that it could be something that's not criminal. That's why I said the drug thing might come up. Because if you're saying, hey, if you tell me the truth, you won't get in trouble. And it's just, hey, it was me, I shot her. Then I think you would just say that right then. Because you just told me I'm not getting in trouble. But if you say, hey, we were in the car doing coke, allegedly, I think that's, you know what I'm saying? That looks worse than just, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not a legal thing. That's just you look bad in the court in the public opinion. You're a cokehead.
Exactly. Then it's ways to poke holes in your story. Like, oh, you was high off coke. They start calling expert witnesses as far as doctors and basically breaking down the mental state of people that's on coke and their recollection and how they might perceive things and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning more towards Kelsey's the shooter.
I mean, allegedly. We want to make sure we say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. From what I've heard, and I could play the guy that I just played. He's a great lawyer. I've been following him for a while. Breaks it down very clearly, very understandably for people. From his breakdowns and just for other people breakdowns. If I was in the jury, I'm leaning that way too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only way would get me off of that is, like I said, if Kelsey just says, hey, we were all on drugs, we were all doing drugs. Then I'd be like, okay, she didn't want to testify to that because she didn't want public opinion. She wanted like a cokehead. I get that. And I'm saying this allegedly. So don't try to come say I said this. But there's no other reason for her to say after they told you you're good. Benny McFly, see you. Gang.
What's going on, Benny?
So I don't know. Like, that's the read I'm getting on. How do you read it, G?
I'm getting it the same way, to be honest. Like I said, if I was sitting in the jury, I'd be leaning more towards that Kelsey's the shooter. Just like you said with the drug thing, something else was going on at the time that the gun came out and went off. Like it could have been something as simple as they had been arguing and Meg was standing outside the car, and like you said, all of them high. Somebody pulls the gun out, not intentionally to aim it at her, but just got it out. They doing something stupid and the shit go off. It could just be something that fucking dumb, and it just got blown out of proportion. But
it's
the overall, well, I guess not the overall, the bottom line is I feel like the seed of reasonable doubt has been planted thoroughly to the point that I don't see, unless something drastically changes, I don't see Tory going down for this.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think they successfully planted the seed of reasonable doubt. And the only way Tory can go down for this at this point, like I said, Kelsey has more testimony to give tomorrow. But at this point, unless she drops the straight up, hey, I talked to my lawyer and I want to be honest and say, hey, he shot her. I saw him, boom, boom. Or he confesses straight up.
Yeah, I'm about to say it got to be one of them too.
Yeah, because reasonable doubt is there. Reasonable doubt has been established. And that's all you really need to get off. It's not about what you can, who did it, it's about what you can prove. And I think at this point, with just Kelsey pleading the fifth, just looks bad. Even if you don't, even if it is drugs, just her coming out and saying, "Hey, I'm pleading the fifth because I don't want to do it. We give you immunity. I'm pleading the fifth. We give you immunity. I'm pleading the fifth."
I mean, we had mentioned it a while ago. The fact that when it first happened, the things that really looked suspect was that her and Meg weren't friends no more. And what's going on, Jay? feel like reputation.
I feel like the reputation.
Oh,
you know what? You know what?
Oh,
I did
yeah,
this last
definitely.
time. Do this. Here you go. I forgot this last time. Boom.
Oh yeah.
I agree. As Jay says, I feel like the reputation of all parties will be forever tarnished after this trial. A lot of personal business being revealed. It's just sad. I think you make a great point. We didn't even talk about the whole Megan and Kelsey fighting over the same 3 or 4 dudes.
Yeah.
They testified on that apparently Megan has this thing where she goes after Kelsey's boyfriends
or like dudes that she's talking to or messing with at the time or whatever. Like she just snakes her. But it's so that was sus from the beginning, was that that they were no longer friends. So that let me know that something happened between them two that wasn't being said, which of course has now come out that they got into an argument. That was the first time Kelsey had found out that Meg and Tory was messing around. So they had their altercation. But then even the whole time in the court of public opinion, when Meg was on social media and Tory was dropping albums, Kelsey won't saying shit.
Now he makes a good point. But here's my thing though. Let's look at this both sides. If Tory said dance bitch, then he did it, right? But what if Kelsey was shooting at her and Tory said it?
That's what I was about to say.
You know
That's what I was about to say. Like he may have said it, but that still doesn't put the gun in his hand.
It makes, honestly, from everything we've known about this case, it sounds like, and this is me just speculating here, sounds like Meg and Kelsey got in a fight. Because in the car, it all came out that Meg is fucking all of Kelsey's boyfriends. Right? So them two got in a fight. Meg said, fuck this, I'm out. Got out the car. Kelsey's still tight. Pulls out the pistol, starts shooting. That's what it sounds like from the outside looking in.
Yeah. And sadly, it sounds like Tory might have took that shit as a joke and said that dumb shit.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see Kelsey shooting at Meg and Tory still saying dance bitch because he think it's funny.
Exactly. Then all the apologetic text that they keep trying to say was him trying to basically get Kelsey on his side, or they're trying to use his admission, is him apologizing for blowing the spot up and letting Meg know that they have fucked. Well, letting Kelsey know that him and Meg have fucked.
Now, see, here's where it becomes tricky, because we now have on record that Tory did offer her $1 million.
Yeah.
So I think Meg's lawyer should say, hey, you never said you didn't take that money. You said he offered it. You didn't say you didn't take it.
Well, the lawyer said that she made that clear that offers were made, but she didn't take any money.
Okay, so there is on the record that he did offer $1 million, though.
Yeah.
So if I'm her lawyer,
that's true. That is very, very true.
That's a super good point. Anyone, if Meg has done this, and from what we said, this is, I think, in the court documents, this is like the 3rd time it's been happened. Why are they still cool? Fourth?
Yeah,
because it was still cool.
It was the baby, the basketball player who was a Tory, and somebody else.
I forgot about the baby. Yeah, unless no, because I can't say it's just cool. They just do that, but clearly they just don't swap dudes, because we wouldn't have this point. It wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because Kelsey would have known.
And the crazy part is Kelsey testified that Meg hooked her up with Tory. So how are you hooking me up and then say, oh no, I want it for myself?
But see, the even crazier part with that was they said that when the pandemic started, like Kelsey ended up getting COVID and like going to Texas And that's when Meg and Tory started kicking it. But the crazy thing about that is when the pandemic first started, that's when Tory was doing the little radio shit, and he ended up being over there with Meg at one point. And everybody started talking about that they was fucking around. And at first they was shooting it like, nah, we just cool. So that it looked sus from back then.
Right, I do remember. I forgot all about that. Yeah. And you're right. He's a psychopath. If he sees somebody get a shot and says "dance, bitch, dance," he should just go to jail for that off top.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. I agree with you on that. He's a psychopath for that. Like you just can't. It's so much that we don't know, but the picture is becoming clear. Yeah. And just from not just this trial, just the last 3 years of accusations and everything that's going on. To me, and I think to a lot of people that's watching the trial and a lot of our listeners here, I think Kelsey did it.
I do too. And I ain't trying to give her no pass because the only thing that could have happened is either she was high and or intoxicated, so she don't remember everything, or like she had blackout moments as far as some of the shit Meg said as far as the story. But the blatant lie for me that still just casts a shadow over anything she said about this situation was when she was on the Gayle King interview and she asked her, was you and Tory fucking? And she said no. We all knew that was a lie then. Yeah. And now on trial, it's been confirmed. You said that you was fucking, so you lied on national TV and telling the truth under oath. So to me, that puts a shadow over everything that you said. Like you trying to like Jay said earlier, like everybody's image and character and everything. Like she was still trying to maintain a certain good girl image through the whole situation. Like, shorty, what's wrong with you saying you and him was fucking? Like, what was wrong with that?
Yeah, you know what? And I agree with that. I think if she would have did the Gayle King thing and said, yeah, me and him were intimate. Yeah. Like you said, it's nothing. You're a grown woman, especially you're the woman that made WAP. Own your sexuality. Don't try to hide it.
Exactly.
Like boom. Yeah, we it happened. So what? I'm a grown woman. I can control my body. So what?
Yeah.
And we'd have been cool with it. Now you making this spot hot because you lying about it. Why are you lying about
it? Exactly. You lied about that dumb shit, and then it comes out not only was you fucking him, it was 3 other niggas. That they got thrown in the mix.
Yeah. And that's what makes it crazy. Because you're a repeated what do you say? You're a repeated line crosser.
A habitual line
stuffer. You're a habitual line stuffer. You fucked the baby when she was fucking him. You fucked Ben Simmons. Like, what is wrong? You don't want your own man? And it the more we get more information about it, it sounds like 2 friends or ex-friends fighting over a dude. And Tory just sitting back like,
exactly. That's literally what it sounds like.
And like I said, at this point, unless a bombshell happens or she says, hey, we were using drugs, so the evening was fuzzy, I don't remember. That's the only thing I can see that's gonna put the blame back on Tory right now, because everybody's looking at her like, yo, it's you.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be very interesting what's gonna happen tomorrow in the court proceedings with the rest of her testimony. I mean, to be honest, at this point, Tory don't even need to take the stand.
I agree. Well, it depends on the cross-examination, because she gets cross-examined. She gets cross-examined tomorrow, and I'm sure the defense attorney is going to be like, "Yo, I'm gonna tear you apart, because you I'm gonna rip you apart right now because of this and this and this." Like facts. It just really depends on how good the lawyer is, and I'm sure they pay for good lawyers. I mean, these are millionaires here.
I'm wondering if the security guard is gonna is set to testify.
Yeah, that's a great question. because he is in this as well and can prove some credibility. Because a part of the story was that they left and came back because Meg had said the security guard said they can't leave without Tory.
Right.
But Kelsey testified that they left and Meg said come back and get Tory.
Well, go back, get her slipper.
So I think at this point, I want to say Megan misremembers some things. Because it's looking real bad.
It is.
And see, I feel you. It's something
but you
sex life to the world.
But you can't say that with her image, though. Her whole image from the day she came out was based on sex.
Right.
It was based on her being in full control of her sexuality. That was her whole image.
Listen, we're not.
No, it's not. It's not. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at
There's
all.
nothing wrong with that. To each his own. It's just own your shit. You can't be on record talking about what you do in the bedroom, and then when it comes to real life in a court case and you're asked about it in an interview, you lie, but then under oath you have to tell the truth. So you're contradicting. You should have just told the truth from the beginning.
And that's all we're saying. We're not slut. We're saying when she did the interview with Gayle King and Gayle asked her point blank, have you had a relationship with Tory? She laughed like it was a joke. Like, really? You think I would fuck Tory? But you did.
She damaged her credibility right then. She could have literally said, yes, me and him was intimate, but I don't feel comfortable going into detail about that. She could have left it right there.
And we'd have been cool with that. Or yes, me and him was intimate. Period.
Bam, stupid as shit.
Bam's a clown. Bam's a clown. I'm not fucking with Bam. It's just that now I get some people are playing a character when they rap. That's not who they really are. I completely understand that. But again, we're not talking about her rap career. We're talking about her interview with Gayle King. Acapella. Sitting on the couch. They asked her point blank and she said no. But now under oath, you're saying yes. So I feel like it's like you're trying to hide something. And Jay makes a great point right here. Yes.
Shut your ass up.
That was true. Now, for those who don't know, when Meg was on the stand, she had made the comment saying, hey, I wish she would have just killed me instead of going through this. Like, she was embarrassed because all her business was being put out there. But we're like, Meg, relax. You got shot in the foot. Oh no, it's Meg, you've dragged this out for the last 2 years, right? It's really messy, and I think no matter what happens, like Jay said, the credibility is ruined. Shout out to my guy Nate. Nate, what up? The Gayle Kings never go well. I'm fighting for my life. Gayle King, if you go to Gayle King, you've automatically lost.
It's a wrap.
It's never well. It's never well.
It's a wrap.
It's just a bad look for anybody involved in this situation.
Yeah, we have fake gangster rappers. Yeah, we know that.
Right. But as I said, we're not talking about her rap right now.
Yeah, this was a very simple question. Like I said, her response should have been truthful and just not detailed.
That's my only thing, because it's going again, it damages her credibility. Now,
she could have even just been like, I'm not comfortable talking about that.
Now, that hasn't come up. The Gayle King interview hasn't come up in trial yet. But if I'm the defense,
I'm
throwing it out there because it damages her credibility. Like, you lied. So we don't know what to believe here, Megan. One point you say you did, one point you didn't. We don't. Your credit. If Tory is my client, I'm doing everything I can to make Megan look weak in front of the court. And you right here, you said on national TV that you didn't. Now you testifying
like she asked you twice. She asked you twice.
Right. That's all. That's all we're saying. There's nothing wrong with it. Do what you want to do. You're a grown woman. Control your body. Just don't lie about it. Especially in something where somebody's going to jail. Well, maybe not because she has immunity now, but somebody's supposed to go to jail for this.
Yeah.
Somebody's supposed to go to jail. That's all we're saying. But we're definitely going to find out more when Kelsey goes on the stand tomorrow morning. I think the trial starts at 9. I'm not sure. If y'all want in the comments, y'all let me know. I'll start posting updates on my page. But there's so many people doing it. I don't know if I need to. Maybe I'll just repost them for y'all to see. I don't know, because we do it in the chat. I sent something to every family. Hey, see this happen? See this happen?
We be going at this shit all day.
Hell yeah. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. But to bring it back for a second here, I think the only reason she said she pleads the fifth is one or two reasons. She either shot Meg or she doesn't want to say they were using drugs. That's the only thing else she would be ashamed of. Like, what else could she want to use the Fifth Amendment for? And it's just me speculating. I don't know anything more than y'all. I don't know Meg. I don't know Tory. I don't know nothing. I'm just guessing. I'm just a regular dude just guessing. But why else would you say that for?
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
All these lies turn the
much to do about nothing.
Yeah, it's sad because it damages. And Meg, you got to remember, Meg is the victim in all this.
Yeah. So
I don't want to say she's lying. Maybe she misremembers, or maybe she didn't see. Because again, she had her back turn.
That's. I'm feeling more like that. I'm feeling
she
like
had a back turn.
She connected dots.
Yeah,
based off of things and didn't like actually see it completely unfold.
Because let's be honest, if I have my back turn, you shoot me in the foot, I'm not gonna turn around immediately. I'm gonna grab my foot, or I'm gonna duck. And during that time frame, for all we know, Tory could have reached over and grabbed the gun from her. Like, yo, what are you doing? And Megan could have turned around and been like, yo, he got the gun in his head.
That's a very good point. I ain't even think of that.
Think about it. If them two are in the car, right? And Kelsey allegedly shoots her, Tory could be like, yo, grab the gun from her. What are you doing? Why are you shooting her? Meg turns around that moment and see he had a gun in his hand. Oh, he shot me.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
There you go. Reasonable doubt again.
Reasonable doubt. And that's a great question. Thank you for that.
Because Kelsey
the gun.
Yeah, Kelsey apparently has the residue.
If Kelsey has the residue, and from what we know now, she has the motive, is jealousy. Why would Tory shoot Meg over this? There's no motive, just for him being a psychopath. Dan's bitch is just a psychopathic shit. Everything is pointing towards Kelsey. And apparently, again, I think it'll come out tomorrow, but we've all heard that she had gunpowder residue. So it's not looking good, B. It's not. Oh, here we go. She may have shot at her. When I shoot, I aim for the chest, so I feel like my shooting in the foot was a warning. Meg is a big. She may have already been, and that's true as well. She may have been trying to defend herself, but see, I gotta call you on this one. If Meg's walking away from the car, she's not defending herself anymore. This is an assassination attempt.
Or maybe she had already put the beats on her, because this is another point. They said that Kelsey's chain pendant and like wig or something. Fingernail, that's what it was in the street. So maybe she had already put the beats on her and was trying to walk off, and Kelsey was like, nah, I ain't going, it ain't going down like that. Like, you ain't just gonna walk off after this. And Jay, we ain't gonna speed past how you just was like, when I shoot, I meant this for the chest.
Center mass. You gotta aim center mass. That's that. I know that shit.
You're right.
But when emotions run wild, especially for female, she reacted. Understandable. And this what gives her, this is what we talked about earlier. This is the motive. Because again, just from what we know, what we know, the facts, the motive looks squarely at Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Listen, if I'm Tory, why would I shoot you? What do I have to lose? I've already with you and your friend. Why would I shoot you? Unless I'm a psychopath. But something else that tripped me out, and it's just legalese here, how the lawyer said Tory isn't being charged with attempted murder or anything. Now, I know in Virginia, if you aim below the chest, they won't charge you with attempted murder. I don't know the California statute. So maybe that's why he's not being charged with attempted murder? I don't know. Shooting it down. I'm being dramatic, Bam. It's not assassination. I'm just saying. Being dramatic. I think it's aggravated assault. But still, if my back is turned to you and you shoot me, I'm not fearing for my life. I've walked away from you. The fight's over.
Exactly.
I'm like, July, they were fighting Meg. May have gotten the best of her because Meg is a big bitch. She was. It makes sense. It makes sense. Like, you know what this feels like? It feels like what's his name? Juicy Smouye. It feels like there's a story that was told, and all of us are looking like that don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
You're not gonna say nothing, but that don't make sense.
It's just not adding up.
The math ain't math.
Nothing. Nope. It's certainly not.
So we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, tomorrow Kelsey goes on the stand for cross-examination, and I think that's where we can go to the bottom of a lot of the stuff. Yeah, Juicy Smouye. We all know Juicy Smouye, the French actor.
Look, I know Skills ain't supposed to be doing them joints no more, but he got to do it.
Oh man, Skills got to come back.
He got to, yeah.
I think tomorrow. It really depends on the lawyer. Cross-examination should be really good. Should be really good.
And he got all night to get ready for that shit too.
Exactly. And I'm really surprised the cross-examination on Megan wasn't even better. That's why I'm flaky on it, because you could have ended this with Megan. You could have said, Megan, did you see? That question was never asked. Nobody asked Megan, did you see Tory shoot you? I don't understand how you not asked that question. There's three people in the car.
That's the first question.
Right. There's three people in the car. Megan, did you see who shot you? Why nobody's asking that question? And that's why I'm looking at the lawyer like, hey man, you might have blown it. You might blow this because nobody's asking this question. She's assuming it's Tory, but based upon the evidence we talked about here tonight, Kelsey looking real flaky, homie.
It only take one juror.
Yes, and that's the thing. If Kelsey's gonna walk away free because it's not even her trial, she got immunity. But Tory's gonna walk away because I think reasonable doubt has been firmly established. Unless they just got it off of Tory. I mean, he is a black man. This is LA. You never know. You never know. But we'll see more, and we'll definitely let y'all know about this is getting coverage like the old. This is the OJ trial. This is the new OJ trial.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's why I said if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Because he definitely need Johnny Cochran.
Man.
But yeah, let's continue on the rundown. Look, we spent a damn near hour talking about this damn thing, and we got more shit to talk about. This is hilarious.
That shit juicy. That shit real spicy right now.
Because I'm telling you, something for her to plead the fifth, something tomorrow is going to be tremendous. Unless she just sits there and pleads the fifth the entire time. If she pleads the fifth the entire time, she did it. She did it. I'll go on a ledge, knock on wood, allegedly, and say that she did it. Because cross-examination don't gotta be. You gotta think she's on the prosecution side, and she's pleading fifth to the prosecution. You know what I'm saying? They're on your team, and you're telling them I don't want to say nothing. So imagine when cross-examination happened. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that, dog. We're on your side. You're telling us you don't want to tell anything?
Man.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be super crazy. But a couple more things. Damn, I didn't think we were gonna talk about this for an hour. Shit. I feel like we need a special just for Megan. A whole episode just about Megan and shit. Let's run to where we at. Puff Puff just had another kid. First off, how old is Puff? Puff's like what, 57, 56?
50 something, like 56, I think.
I feel like he's 56. That sounds about right.
Hold on, let's
Puff
see.
just had another kid. A little girl, I think.
Yeah.
Love Sean Combs is the child's name. 52. Just had a birthday. 4th of November.
He's 53 now.
Okay. So a lot of people are looking at he's messing with the girl Young Miami. Ain't she's like 25, 26?
Yep. She's in her 20s.
And this is Puff's like seventh kid.
6, I think. 6 or 7. I'm gonna go with 6, but it's in that range. Yeah. He either way, he got a starting 5 and a 6 man.
Either way, he chasing Nick Cannon. Him and Nick neck and neck.
He just running with the can't stop, won't stop in all areas.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Hey man, they say if you can take care of him, how many as you can. Puff definitely can take care of him. So there's that. But a lot of people come up for Young Miami's next saying that, hey, if this you're really just a side chick. Puff out here having kids with other people. She's like, nah, I'm not the side. And Puff came out and said she's not the side. But I don't know, dog. If it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck,
she's definitely quacking. She definitely quacking.
Just saying. And this, apparently, the kid's mother is
28.
Just some regular. She's a regular IT person. Like
cybersecurity specialist.
Like she works with me. I don't understand this. Puff's 100 in human years. He said in human years, not dog years, a human years. And you know what? Mark my words, y'all. You heard it here first. This is not Puff's last kid. Watch what I say. Watch what I said. This is not Puff's last kid. Yeah, she's definitely Bam. Yeah, me and you on the same page. She's definitely the side. She might be the number one side. She might be the candy yams, but she's definitely a side dish. She's definitely not the turkey.
The thing that's crazy is he announced the baby. Everybody know he's with Young Miami. Like the thing that was even funnier was when she said they go together on the first episode of her podcast. He was looking like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? She was like, yeah, we go together hard or some shit like that. So you've been messing with him. He got another chick pregnant, just had the baby. And then like 4 days after he announces that he has the baby, he's seen out with a whole different chick.
Yo, Puff a player, man. Real bad.
He was out with a whole nother chick named Shantae Joseph. I think her name is. Listen,
mark my words, Uncut Nation. Puff got another kid coming in the next 2 years. Puff gonna have another kid. Watch what I say. Watch what I say. Shout out to Puff. Hey, do what you can do.
That shit crazy.
That shit is hilarious to me.
And she just stated out, and Young Miami just on social media, nah, I ain't the side chick. You on one of the sides.
Listen, you might not be the stuffing, but you definitely the candy yams. You one of the sides.
You the entree.
Be clear. You 1,000% not the main one. 1,000%.
That's crazy.
Then we want to talk about. Well, hold on. I'll come back to that one. They did finally arrest the person again, allegedly, who shot and killed Takeoff from the Migos.
Yeah.
It's
cornbread.
The funny thing I found out about this, now, there's a lot of speculation going on what happened with Takeoff, and a lot of street shit I don't want to talk about because I don't know about it. I don't know nobody in Texas. I don't know nothing about that. A lot of people were saying people are involved. A lot of real shit and real niggas and shit. So me being who I'm gonna be, I'm respected and leave it there. But some more is gonna come out of that. And you know how the Nipsey Hussle case was kind of swept under the rug, like it happened so quick, boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
I don't think this is going to be this way.
Oh no, not at all.
Because the things that I'm hearing, yeah, this is going to be something. And
yeah,
I got a feeling
this ain't gonna be quick to the point. Nah,
I got a feeling old boy is not built like that. And when I say old boy, Uncle Nation, please follow between the lines because I can't say, you know what I mean? But I got a feeling somebody's going to start ratting. 1000% got a feeling for that. We'll keep an eye on that too.
Yeah, this seems like a traditional. Hey, look, take this charge. You ain't got nothing on your sheet. Da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we're gonna take care of you while you in there. We're gonna take care of you once you get out. Da da da. And when them charges come down, it's just like, nah, I can't do this.
Because they said the lawyer gave him the judge gave him some lawyer to hire a private attorney. Gave him some money to hire a private attorney. Like, I've never heard that before.
What?
Apparently, the accused asked the judge for money to hire a private investigator. I'm sorry, a private investigator to get to the bottom of this, and the judge gave him $5,000. This is all. I'm not in Texas, but I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. But they did arrest him, and he's in jail now. So there's that. Speaking of jail, we did get news earlier that who was it, Gunna?
Yeah, he getting out.
Gunna was released. He was sentenced to 5 years with 1 year in prison. 1 year was commuted to time served, and 4 years are going to be suspended. And you got to do 500 hours of community service. So you got to think about if you don't remember the Gunna and Young Thug situation, they were hit with RICO, and there was a couple of murder charges, some racketeering. There's a couple of charges. But I just want to read to y'all again. He pleaded guilty, and this is what he got. After all those charges, he got 5 years, 1 year time served, and the 4 years is going to be suspended.
And 500.
And you gotta do 500 hours of community service.
That nigga snitch. Allegedly.
I mean,
allegedly.
Listen.
Allegedly.
Listen.
Look, ain't no fucking way, yo. Give a fuck who your lawyer is. Ain't no fucking way. I ain't never heard of nobody pleading guilty to any RICO charges and get out immediately. What?
Yo, I've in my lifetime.
Look,
I've never.
Jay stupid. Exactly, Nate.
Call that boy Master Splinter. Because
look,
listen,
literally, that's the type of shit that they say to you. Like, look, if you plead guilty to this and give up, you know what I mean? This is the deal that we gonna offer you.
And here's another thing for y'all to pay attention to. Gunna's out. Young Thug's still in there. They got arrested together.
Exactly. Like, literally, it gives you all that information about what the fuck going on with Gunna, and it says no update on Young Thug.
So all I'm saying is, again, like, listen, y'all, we all know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
If he testifies, if he pulls a 69, boy, oh boy.
This ain't the case that he want to do that on. I strongly advise that nigga better get loot.
I've never heard of, like, if Uncle Nation, do it for yourself. Like I said, like I tell my kids, Trust but verify. Look up his charges for yourself. Like he has a wallpaper page of charges. And for him to get off,
Nate got a point too.
yeah, to literally say, yeah, that's all I said. You're right. Admit that YSL is a gang, but that's turning state's evidence. No, if he goes on the stand and says, hey, yeah, we're part of a gang. YSL is a gang. Real life shit. That's you testify against your homeboy.
Yeah, you've literally handed them the case. Because that's what RICO is used for.
Exactly.
So they first have to establish that.
I'm just looking at it's an 88-page indictment.
Bucko looks scared.
He was in jail for a year. Hey man, listen. They probably threw some time at him. Was like, look, dog, you looking at 500 years. You know, they throw them big numbers at you. They throw them
football
wide receiver yards at you.
Yeah, them football numbers.
So you can either do this or you spend the rest of your life in jail. Matter of fact, when you die, you're still gonna be in jail. What you want to do?
Exactly. Man.
I can't, you know what I mean? We can all be tough and gangster we want to, but I can't say if I would have did, you know what I mean? But shit. You can't rap, man. God damn. But you know, you never know what you gotta do when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
Hey man, there's a snitch and a rat. A snitch is nothing, but a rat is the worst thing you can ever be. Yeah, he got to go back to they're not gonna put in witness protection. He got to go back to the streets. He got to go back to the ATL and deal with that. Hey man, salute to you.
That's what I was about to say. Like, for the fact they publicly said what he did, like, it ain't no witness protection for that.
Yeah. Like, you gotta live with that in the streets. Your best bet is just move. Just get out of there. Get out of Atlanta. Because the boys are not playing with you. Straight up. A couple more things we got out of here. Lupe Fiasco. Haven't heard from him in a while. That's my guy. He's teaching the hip hop.
He dropped the album this year. Lupe dropped the album this year. Yeah.
I thought that was last year. That was this year.
It was this year. Drill Music in Zion. That was this year.
You're right. Shout out to Lou. One of the underrated rappers of all time. He's teaching a hip hop class in, was it Harvard?
M.I.T.
The Machiavelli Institute of Technology.
It would make sense.
It would make perfect sense, right? He's teaching rap theory and practice at MIT. Class starts February 2023. I got mixed feelings about that. You know what I mean? Because you're teaching the other side.
That's what I keep forgetting to do so, but I want to look online and see if I can find the syllabus.
I'm sure you could. We'll probably do that next episode. Yeah, because I got mixed feelings about that. I definitely want to know more about it.
But, I mean, hell, Skills is teaching a class in Richmond.
But it's not a PWI though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he did open one of the classes up. I think he opened it up online for anybody to participate.
See, and Bam, see, and this is what Bam's my cousin. Yeah. You see this?
Yeah, I see him.
way too much. Way too much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. We gotta get out of here, y'all. Want to thank everybody for stopping through. We do want to let y'all know next show, hopefully next week, same time. We got a bad habit. We got to get back on schedule with this shit.
Yeah,
we're gonna drop our picks for albums of the year. Me and him already arguing over one album already. But I will tell y'all right now, Uncut Nation, if you know me, if you listen to this podcast for the last 5 years, you know what my album of the year is. You already know. It's not a Pac album, so you know what it is. You already know. Not gonna say no more.
The crazy thing is, while we were discussing that and I was scrolling, Friday might have some heat. I've been waiting on.
What's coming out Friday?
Ab Soul supposed to be dropping Friday.
That's right. TDE.
So it's so funny. Matter of fact, his the two singles that he didn't already put out in visuals was dope. But he just put out a freestyle on LA Leakers and body that shit. He's over to hit him up.
Coming up with Elliot too. Oh,
he's over there. He's over. He starts off over the hit him up beat, and then goes to Biggs Who Shot You.
You know what? I did see that. I got to sit down and listen to that. You know, TDE. I'm with it.
He bodied that shit.
Oh, okay. I just remembered something. I just remembered who else album came out this year. So I should put up a poll. Can we put up a poll? We can put up a poll, no? I can put up a poll. So Uncut Nation, let's see. I'm gonna try this right now.
Oh, you have to hold on. I said
yeah.
I just realized who you talking about. You forgot that came out this year.
I forgot that came out. So listen, Uncut Nation, I'm gonna put up a poll. Watch me. Hold on. Can I do this? Because we got new stuff here. Facebook's giving us new stuff to play with. So let me see if I can
How you forget that drop? That was his final joint with them.
Exactly.
How you forget that drop?
That's my point. Like,
that's the even funnier thing. That's the point that I was about to bring up. Is, you know, leading up to his album, everybody was feeling some type of way because he was leaving TDE. And nobody else from TDE had put out anything. They was wondering if the label was going under and all this, that, and the third. So Dot dropped his last joint. SZA dropped her album. She got like 21, 22 songs on that bitch.
And I heard it's hard too.
Yeah, I admit, so far that I done got through it. Yeah, I rocks with it. And then Soul's supposed to be dropping. I can't remember if Isaiah Rashad dropped this year or last year.
Bam, yes. It's funny you mentioned that. I just saw that video like maybe 2 hours ago for G-Rap.
I ain't see the video, but I've listened to the album. I ain't see the video, but I listened to the album.
It came on my YouTube page. You know, YouTube, you open the joint up, it was like right there. I was like, G-Rap got a new joint?
He got a whole new album, bro.
Hold on. I just saw it earlier, so I'm trying to find it. It's an option where you can create a poll for y'all to vote on, but I can't find it there. I'll do it next show, I guess. So let me just ask y'all straight up. Who do y'all think my album of the year is going to be? Is it going to be Nas or Kendrick? Cause that
I mean, you kind of gave it away already, though.
I kind of did, but I forgot about Kendrick's album. I forgot about K-Dot.
Exactly. That's why I feel like you gave it away.
Nate,
you don't forget about your album of the year.
Touche. Bam's K-Dot, of course. Bam. Jay says Nas. Tell you what, y'all tune in next week, and I definitely let y'all know what's my top 5 albums of the year. And those two are definitely on the list.
Niggas gonna be mad at me. Niggas gonna feel some ways.
Listen, how you not? Listen, I got a funny feeling neither one of those albums will be on his list. You can have you can have it there.
No. Both of them on the list.
Both of them on the list.
Both of them on the list. You know, I do honorable mentions though.
Oh, you can have like 50 honorable mentions. I'll tell y'all what. The way I'm gonna have it is those albums are gonna be right next to each other. It's gonna be this album, then that album, or that album and this album. It's gonna be right there because
man.
Boy, I've listened to both those albums at least 100 times. Both of those albums. And it's other albums this year that came out. Like, I can safely say Drake's not going to be on my list. I can safely say that because Drake and 21 dropped their joint, and that's not gonna make the list. I can tell you that right now.
I ain't even put that. I've literally scrolled through every single album that dropped in 2022 just to make sure I ain't miss shit. And I didn't even write that down.
It. You know what album I haven't listened to? G got a top 10 honorable mention list, 1,000%.
And Bam is 100% right. y'all
honorable mention like 2 pages.
Look, bro, I'm literally looking at my whole list right here of every album.
So I gotta nail it down at 5. And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna sit and listen to SZA today. Knowing her repertoire, knowing TDE, she might crack the top 5.
Bro, she's rapping on the joint too. Yeah, she raps on the joint. It's like, yeah, like literally in the intro, it's almost like she's Crit. See, that's what I'm saying. A lot of Nate, thank you. Huh?
Crit dropped this year?
Bro, where the fuck you been at this year?
Nigga, what? Hold on.
Crit dropped the Digital Roses Don't Die joint this year. And that's like, thank you, Nate, because a lot of people won't fucking with that album. They was like, nah, this ain't the vibe. I was like, shit, that was a breath of fresh air for me. Crit took it a whole different way when he dropped that joint.
Say word.
Bro, he dropped that earlier this year, too.
He said you see the good in everybody.
I be trying to get a benefit of the doubt, but to counter that point, Bam, it ain't no good in Jack Harlow's album.
Oh, that's trash.
It ain't no good in that album. I can't give him that.
I know an op when I see an op. I do like Southern. Stop saying that shit. I do like Southern rap. Yo, don't do that. I like Crit. I just forgot. I do like. I like Ross. I like Crit.
Look, he ain't got nobody else.
I said Ross. Nah, I like.
So you don't fuck with T.I.?
See, I don't fuck with T.I. rap. I fuck with T.I. as a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? The expeditiously shit, I be fucking with him. That's my guy. But like, yeah,
nah, I fuck with T.I. across the board.
Hold on.
Call him out on it, Nate.
I like Dro. You remember Young Dro? I like that nigga.
Nigga.
Yo, come on, y'all. Hey, listen, I like Southern rap. I just told you I like Ross. I like what's that nigga name? Oh.
Some niggas from the South don't even like Ross. Ross even said it himself. He said rapping over a decade, still nobody's favorite. He said it himself.
That's a fact. Hold on, what I'm about to. You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to get. I like Ludacris. Hold on, I like Ludacris. What are you talking about? I like Luda.
Nate's stupid.
And listen, I like Scarface. Scarface, come on.
I was waiting for you to get the face. I won't even gonna give you that one. I won't even gonna throw you the alley on that one.
I'm cool with 3000. He just overrated. Ross is not over. See, Nate talking about Ross is overrated. Ross is nice. Ross is nice.
Okay. You are completely crossed. Like you got your wires completely crossed.
No.
Stacks is not overrated by a long shot.
Stacks is overrated. I'm gonna tell you why.
A long shot.
I'm gonna tell you why Stacks is overrated. Right?
I can vibe with Ross, but Ross ain't that nice.
Listen.
Ross always got great vibe. His production is always amazing. But Ross ain't that nice.
Listen, if you ask me, there are two different vibes.
They are.
Two different vibes. And if you like that luxuriousness, you know what I'm saying, the effervescence, you know what I mean, the ambiance, I'm going with Rose. If you just want some rap shit, then yeah, I can definitely pick 3,000 up. But Rose can rap. Like I have Ross mixtapes, and he's actually rapping shit. When he was going against 50, he was rapping. These were bars he was giving. I mean, he ain't Joe Budden, but
he can rap.
I mean? He can rap.
Ross can rap. I give him that. He can rap. He's not a lyricist.
Why am I lying, yo? Listen, y'all not gonna make this the Attack Wade show. Listen, 3,000 is 3,000 is part of one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time, right?
He called you bad.
We can't take that away from 3 Stacks. I just think as a solo artist, I can think of maybe 10 rappers better than him as a solo artist. Ross better get that sauce and chicken wings right. I just said Outkast. CJ, you won't listen. I just literally say Outkast. I just said that. But y'all not gonna make this the fuck Wade show. Damn it.
Hey, look, you hung yourself on this one. You have.
I listen to Southern rap.
You gave yourself all the rope and you kicked away your own chair.
Listen, I'm about to pull this. Hold on. I should pull up my iTunes for a second. Who I got in my Southern joint here?
First of all, the fact that you gotta pull up your iTunes to remember who you fuck with out the South is telling already.
I mean, listen, I'm a West Coast nigga. Everybody knows this. Come on. Damn,
so you don't fuck with Wayne?
I never fuck with Wayne. Everybody knows that about me. I don't fuck with Wayne. I've never like I never like Wayne can come to my house right now and give me his album. I still won't listen to it. That's just how it is. Like I'm never gonna listen to him.
No,
you know what I used to like?
No Bun B, no Pimp C, no 8 Ball, MJG.
I like all that.
No Luke.
I'm gonna tell you who I used to fuck with heavy that nobody really talks about. Chamillionaire. That was my guy.
Oh no, Chamillionaire was nice.
Chamillionaire was my guy.
Oh, trust me, I was about to jump into Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Chamillionaire, all of them.
Slim Thug was my guy. Slim Thug was my guy. Listen, y'all can't. I'm not lying. Listen, Chamillionaire was my guy.
He gave you the Pinocchio.
They would not let me slide. Listen. I'm from East. What do you want me to do? I'm an Oakland nigga. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You say E40. I got you. You want short? I got you. What you want me to do? I'm from Oakland. What do you want me to do?
Hold on. So speaking of that, since you've been forgetting about albums dropping this year, you do know the Mount Westmore album drop, right?
I definitely know that album drops. I 1,000% know that is in my top 5. I just want y'all to know that right now.
Bam. You was riding dirty too, nigga. Don't try to pull that shit.
Listen, King Cooper was my guy. Chamillionaire. His whole vibe, that was my shit back then. I'm telling you, that was my shit. Anyway, listen, damn it. G, what do you have streaming here for us, man, before we get out of here, man?
Oh shit. I ain't got shit streaming.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I ain't even do a streaming, Joe. We normally don't do a streaming before a live.
For the live show, you're right. You know what though? Rod Wave just dropped something. It's not really rap. I guess he's called rap, but he sings. I really fuck with Youngboy. He like 22, 23. I fuck with him heavy. If y'all not into rap, y'all fuck with him. And he's from the South. So fuck with. He's from Florida.
Look, y'all done got him started. Every episode from now on, he gonna mention the Southern rapper.
I promise you, I will. I'll mention the same three rappers for the rest of the year of my life. Oh man, but listen, that is our show. We appreciate y'all. We haven't done this in a long time. We can try to stick to a consistent schedule. And listen, I'm about to get Nate on the show so he can start lying on me in the comments. Mr. Fab, yeah, see, Bam know the vibes. Bam from the town too. Town business.
It's sneak. Woohoo.
Town business. Mac Mall. Anyway, that's our show. Make sure you follow us on all social media. G, you want to give them your social media?
_G_LI, Twitter, Instagram. I gotta start posting. I'm gonna have to start posting again.
Me too. Oh, I like Future.
All right, good night. Bye.
Bye. Sensational.
You lucky I can't cut your mic off. You lucky I can't cut your mic off.
I like Future. He's South. Is he Southern? He's from Atlanta. Bam. Sensational. That's just something toxic.
Wait a minute. I want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. You like his music, you're not saying you like Future just because of the shenanigans and shit he be pulling. You actually like Future's music. You listen to this. You go and search his name on streaming sites and press play and let the whole song play.
No,
that's what you're telling me.
I like the shenanigans. I'm for shenanigans. Okay. Now he did have a song. He had like 2 or 3 songs I actually like. So I'm throwing him out there. Yeah, see, Jay, I'm toxic. That's all. I'm just toxic too. So I support my toxic kings. It's sensational. so I rock with him.
You need a nap, yo. You need a whole nap.
And Future does count, Nate. I don't care what you say. Future counts.
No, he fucking don't.
He's from the South. He's from Atlanta.
That nigga's a stain.
He's from
that nigga's a stain.
That's like when I tell people I'm from the West Coast. I listen to Nipsey Hussle. They're like, Nipsey not West Coast. What? What? He's from the South.
I had a whole goddamn conversation about that when they was talking about Kendrick was West Coast. I said, nah. I said Kendrick has ascended past the West Coast. I was like, Nipsey was the West Coast.
Nipsey was the king of the coast. Quiet as kept.
That was a whole conversation. It was like, nah, that Nip had that.
Listen, I'm gonna pull up on Nate's house and I'm banging nothing but Future next time we go out, Nate. I'm telling you right now. He got 5% tint because I got that in my car right now, so that's my joint. I be playing that all the time.
This is just so disrespectful.
Follow the podcast, Words with Wade, all one word. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Of course, you can follow me. I am the Wade Blogs, TheWadeBloggs. Spell like it sounds. Remember, I never go broke. My name got 2 G's. Future is the toxic king. Sensational. Listen. Funny story.
You probably saying that shit in the intro. I know he is.
I'm about to now. So listen, I posted a TikTok, right? And I made a joke. I was doing a sensational joke. Why do so many people think I was being serious? People can't tell when I'm being funny or not. It's hilarious. Y'all don't know my sense of humor. I was doing something toxic. I was like, what
was it? When your boyfriend or your husband say he hungry,
and
bring me lunch or some shit like that.
Yeah, I put up there. I said he said he was hungry, but she brought me lunch, and I was like, sensational. And people was like, "Yo, I can't believe you did that. That's crazy." And I'm like, "It's a joke. It's a joke." Like, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I'm toxic. Watch me. I'm gonna keep being sensational. Anyway. That's our show, man. Shout out to all y'all. Please come back. Subscribe to the podcast. Listen to us on any platform if you can't watch the live show. Subscribe. We love, support y'all, and we'll see y'all next time. So I guess we'll do the thing. I feel like we need to do a new thing because it's just you and me now. We need to do like a whole bunch of new stuff now. But
that's fine.
Shit, we'll just catch y'all next show because I can't say next week, next show. Subscribe for updates. All right.
Click, nigga.
I know, right? Until next time, we'll catch you on the internet, man.
Cheer.